Well, this has been some kind of night for me. My bike got hit in a parking lot. I was literally just got to this place out here in Fort Wayne, Lucille's Barbecue. I was just relaxing in there, just getting something to eat because I had youth group tonight, so I was just kind of relaxing, just bypassing time before I go there. I'm sitting down eating, and one of the girls, I guess someone notified her that there was a bike tipped over outside. So one of the girls came over and asked me if I rode in a motorcycle. I did. So she told me about it. It caught me off guard. I was almost done my food too. Walked outside, picked it back up, looked at everything, and I seen that my fender above my front wheel was bent. It's kinked. My light on the left-hand side is completely turned around and loose. All my floorboard and my highway peg is completely pushed into my brake. And I just picked it up, honestly, walked back inside and finished my food. I was almost done anyways. So after that, I came out here and I started doing an insurance claim. I've been calling Allstate, been doing stuff with them, trying to see what's going on, started the claim, and I waited for a while. I waited for probably about maybe 45 minutes. Still not heard anything back. Called them back and I kept going, talking with them, and told them I don't trust, honestly, riding with the front end of my bike how it is right now. So I've been waiting with them. They got me to a virtual assistant to where they had to check everything on the bike to give me an estimate that's going to come in tomorrow. And then still he's tripped out wondering why there's still no tow service out here. And I told him I don't trust the bike at all, so I wanted to get it towed back to my place or shop somewhere. I don't know. It was still early enough for it to happen. And so I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. So I called them back saying what's the process, what's going on with them. I want to get a tow service to get my bike home or something. Because at this point, everything was closing. They kept trying to help me with that one, and I'm waiting on the phone. It got to the last 5 minutes where I know a lot of places out here are closing at that time. It was 5:45, and pretty much a lot of things are closing out here like around 6. And if they weren't closed yet, they were closing at 7 or 8, in which I was at that time getting closer and closer. So then I kept waiting. Then finally they got to the point, it's like, well, if you want, you're going to have to end up paying for a tow truck out of pocket, and then we will just have to reimburse you back. I'm like, okay, so what I have to do is just go to the app and try to do that. So as I'm trying to do all this stuff, they're saying, yeah, go into the app, request for roadside assistance. So then I'm trying to log in my app, and I'm having a hard time trying to log into it. So much things just keep popping up, and just it keeps getting more and more irritating, honestly. I'm a very patient guy. I'm very understanding. I'm trying to be positive this whole entire time. Still trying to, honestly. Finally got all that stuff situated. Finally got into the app. It took me about almost an hour trying to get this stuff going. At that point, it was, what time is it right now? It was actually 8:15 at that time when I finally was able to get into my app. Got on there, and I'm trying to request a tow service, a roadside assistant tow service, whatever. And I'm inputting my information saying I need a service now. And as I'm inputting the information of my vehicle, because I'm riding my bike, that's the only thing I got right now at the moment. And as I'm inputting it, it's not letting me enter my bike. It's letting me enter the location where I'm at, but it's not letting me enter my bike. And that's what I got coverage for. So I'm out here figuring out what's going on. So I'm trying to talk with the chat assistant, whatever it is, the virtual assistant they have on the app. I'm trying to talk with it, still trying to be patient, and it just keeps asking me, so what vehicle you want me to work on? What vehicle you want me to provide you service with? What is your vehicle? And I asked him, I have my motorcycle, I want to tow it home. Then it texts me saying that, well, most of the tow service are closed out there. Is like, okay. That just kind of scratches everything. I get more and more fed up with this thing. I'm done. I'm about ready just to get to a point where I'm going to call the father-in-law and honestly just have him follow me, because I've been out here patient. The stuff happened at 4 o'clock when I got here. And It is 8:47 right now, and I've still been out here trying to figure out what's going on with my bike. I'm not 100% trusting my front end on this bike because that's the spot that got hit. It tipped over on its right side and pushed everything in. So I'm probably at this point getting ready to just say heck with it. I'm just going to put my helmet on, my jacket, my gloves, and just go for it. I'm about ready to call the father-in-law to see if he wants to follow me home. Honestly, I could say the brightest side about this whole entire time, it was a beautiful day outside. And honestly, the two girls who work here at Lucille's, they are actually awesome. When the one girl who told me about my bike that was tipped over, she actually gave me my dinner for free. It was on the house. I'm sitting here the whole entire time, kind of banging my head on my phone because I'm trying to get stuff figured out, talking with the insurance claim, talking with different people, trying to get this thing going. And one of the girls, she actually came out here and she brought me a water because she's seen I was out here for quite some time. And they're getting ready to close right now, and they honestly brought me some more food. And it's hot food too. It's awesome. They are great people, honestly. They actually kept my night going right now. I'm still irritated, but because of what they just did right now, I feel much better. Honestly, they're great people. And I will say, if even the people who work at Lucille's, the owners, they see this, I will say, honestly, they are awesome girls. I'm so sorry, but I can't remember the name too much, but I will be back over here to see them again soon. And also to let them know that I'm good and I made it. But yeah, at this point, I'm about ready just to say heck with it. I've already called my job, let them know, hey, my bike's been hit. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing, getting it home. I'm not going to be able to make it in tonight, so they know. But at this point, I'm going to see what I can do and just go from here now. And I will let you guys know. Hey, well, as you guys can see, I finally made it home. Still a little irritated, but better than what I was earlier. So I had a bunch of hard time with trying to get a tow truck for my bike. It just kept getting more and more irritating. Father-in-law, he ended up meeting me over there, and he actually followed me back home. I ended up riding the bike back. Still did not 100% trust it at all. I was still skeptical about it. Honestly, I was kind of clinched up most of the way. I ain't gonna lie. But took all the back roads. I didn't want to go too far into town with it, with more people. I didn't want to go too far in the country roads just because of wildlife. It was just sketchy as it was. So we prayed about it, and I just been cautious. I was just cruising it 40, 45 the whole way back. I was not wanting to get high speed at all with that thing just because I just did not trust it. Cruising back, the front end did feel rough, especially when it hit bumps. It wasn't absorbing it like it was before. When I got to the apartment complex, this time I was slowing down with my clutch lever in, the front end was starting to shake. I knew something was just off. It just felt weird. My front brake felt weird, but that was probably just because it was a weird lever on it now. It got pushed in when it fell over. My bars just felt different. It didn't feel normal. I'm pretty sure that's out of whack now. But when I was coming to those stops, coming into the apartment complex, my clutch in, no gas at all, I felt my front end shaking. So I'm glad I made it home safe. I'm glad I got into the garage. I eased the father-in-law, at least making sure that I made it home safe. And also the rest of the family, my brother, my mom, everyone as well. I'm still so grateful, honestly, even though this was a rough day, a rough rest of the day because it happened at 4 o'clock and I am now home sitting in a chair and it's 10:13 right now. It was a very rough rest of the day for me just because I was stressed out, figuring out what's going on with the insurance, what's going on with the tow truck, and I'm just sitting there waiting, getting irritated, honestly. But it was still a gorgeous day. I was able to sit outside and relax on a nice, beautiful day outside. Thanking God for that one. He still did good stuff even in the midst of all this. And honestly, the ones that he did great things with was honestly the two girls who worked at Lucille's barbecue. They were honestly a blessing. They kept me company. They were making sure I was okay. They actually brought me out a plate of food, water, and everything as I'm still in the process of all this stuff. With this, though, honestly, they helped out with me kind of calm down just because they kept me company. They were making sure I was okay. Even when their night was over, they still came out with that plate of food. And that honestly just, it relieved me so much, honestly. Knowing that there's people like those two girls who come check on somebody and help out. I'm grateful for them, and I'm going to shout them out no matter what the cause is or whatever the case is. I guess I don't know how to say that. Um, Pretty much shout out for them. They're grateful. I am for sure definitely going to go back to Lucille Barbecue just to let them know, hey, I made it back. I'm safe. Thank you guys so much for this. And yeah, I'm glad I'm home. I'm glad the bike's in the garage. Very sketchy, I will say that. I was skeptical. But I'm glad to be home at least. I call off of work. At least now I can try to get some sleep, hopefully. Um, but yeah, I will let you guys know what goes on with the bike from here on out. Hopefully it gets taken care of. And if it doesn't, it will probably get cashed out. I mean, I love the bike. I really do. But I'm glad at least I'm able to still be home safe. I'm glad it's taking care of things that's also coming up. Um, in this case, if it does get totaled out later on in the future, I will get another bike, and I will still keep going on with these videos that I'm doing recently now. Like I said before, I'm new to doing all this stuff. I'm new to posting videos on pretty much a normal day for me, on a weekend, on a work day. I love posting the shorts. I love enjoying the rides with friends and different people I meet. All the people from Harley, different shops I go to, my buddies I ride with, and even more that, oh man, I'm sorry. And even more people that I get to meet. Heck, there's a guy that was on TikTok who was actually local here in town. He texted me or commented something on there saying, hey, he rides all the northern part of Fort Wayne in the area. That we should get together sometime, go for a ride. I am 100% up for that, honestly. Ain't gonna be anytime soon just because of the condition of my bike right now. But I'm excited to start doing that stuff with him, go riding with friends whenever my bike gets fixed. And if it doesn't get fixed, well, later on I will get another bike. And I'm still grateful no matter which way it goes. I'm just glad to be safe, glad to be home, glad the bike's home. And honestly, still, a shout out to those two girls who work there. I wish I could remember their name big time, honestly. I really do. But I will guarantee and definitely be back over there and give them so much thanks and also just let them know I made it back home safe. But I hope you guys have a great rest of the night. I hope everything goes well. You guys get rest. Later.